Hi guys, it's Miss Simon. So I wanted to make this video today to help you guys out with math. So you guys are moving into phase 2 of the Geometrocity project, which is that designing phase. So that's where you're gonna actually make the blueprints before we start building up, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna kind of show you, go through the directions for phase 2. Okay, so, and then remember, Miss Smith and I will be on at 12:30 if you guys have further questions about it, and we will kind of review it during the reading lesson today too as well. All right, so make sure that you are going to need your paper packets for phase 2. Okay, so it's very important that you have those. Okay, I'm going to go through the packet and the PowerPoint. Both of them are the same. Okay, so on this, you're going to be choosing 4 of them. So let me share the PowerPoint with you since it's the same. It'd be easier for you to see. All right, so now that we're in the designing and building phases, you're going to be taking all of those ideas and starting to kind of put them on paper, okay? So on the next few pages, you're going to build your city using these sections, okay? There is 9 here, and in your packet, I gave you 6. You only are choosing 4. So any 4 of those 6 that I gave you that you would like to do. Okay, any 4 are fine, but you are only choosing 4. If you want to do all 6, that's fine, you can, but I'm only requiring you to choose 4, okay? So as you can see, each of the sections look like this, and your job is going to be to fill the section to look like this, okay? You're gonna use the requirements that are on each of those pages and your own creativity. And we'll kind of go through that now. Okay, so on each of these pages, as I'll show you, on each of your pages, on that left side, okay, it has a checklist here, okay? So with this checklist, you need to include all of these elements in those sections. So there's 7 to 9 geometry terms, and then the last few terms are different buildings that would go in that section of the city, okay? As you draw each one in that section, make sure you check it off, okay? So you can kind of stay organized, okay? You're gonna wanna also kind of label your different buildings that you're going to be using on that plan, okay? So then you can, when you go back and color it, it makes sense, okay? I highly advise you, please use pencil before you start coloring with colored pencils or crayons. Please, please, please use colored pencils or crayons. In case you do make a mistake, all right, markers really aren't the best for this project, okay? So labeling, make sure you label your geometry as best as possible. Try and make the geometry pop out, but also blend it in at the same time. So obviously your geometry and your building should kind of connect together, okay? All right, so if you'll notice, each section has 4 black bars on each side, okay, each of those sections. So these are labeling roads, okay? So you have roads coming in and out of each black bar section, okay? You can add more roads in your section if you want, or you can kind of just make sure you have a road that's connected to that black section, okay? If you could see here, notice how when this person put all 4 together, all of the roads connected together, okay? So that's what we kind of want to happen. So you're gonna have to leave these road areas kind of clear because that's where the roads are gonna connect together, okay? These are some ideas of places that you would see in building your city. You do not have to include all of these places, but these are most places that you would see inside of a city. So as you're designing each of your sections, you want to pay attention on what places, which parts of the sections can you add some of these in. And they can be in different shapes like we talked about. Most of them are gonna be in this shape of rectangular prisms. So when you're drawing them on your blueprints, they're gonna be more like rectangles, okay? But obviously you're not gonna have room to include all these because you're only doing 4 sections, but which of these would you like to see in your city? You can put those in there as well. All right, so yours obviously looks like this, okay? So this is where you're actually going to design it. Okay, you can see on the right hand side here, it has your checklist. So as you're designing these different things, make sure you put them in there and just kind of check them off. Okay, again, this is going to be two-dimensional. So you're going to be using this blueprint to ultimately build your buildings up in the next phase. So you want to make it as detailed and colorful as possible. So when you are building those buildings, you know exactly where everything is going to go. Okay. So I'll kind of show you an example of mine. It's not really colored yet, so it's not that detailed, okay? But you can kind of see here how I put in all of those different things and then kind of check them off. And now the last step I need to do is color this, okay? And I'll show you an example of one that is colored in this slide just so you can see, okay? So we see here, you're creating this city on the different sections. You see how they checked off when they added each one, okay? As long as you guys follow the checklist on the side, okay, you guys can design it however you want. So this is your time to be as creative as possible, okay? This is supposed to be fun, all right? So once you include all of these different things in your drawing, feel free to include anything you would like, okay? Because it's ultimately gonna be your city and your creativity, okay? So again, we can see these roads, how all of these roads connect. Notice how some people kind of went crazy with the roads. Other people made it kind of simple, right? It's however you would like. As long as those roads, those 4 sections roads connect, you're going to be just fine, okay? Again, and the goal of this, guys, is you are going to be given, here, let me put this off so you can see me. You're going to be given 4 days plus the weekend to design these 4 sections. So I would advise you to please do a section a day, okay? If you focus on one section a day, you can make it pretty, you can make it colorful, you can include all those geometric elements, okay? And if you do one section a day, and what I mean by one section is, here, let me show you. Like one of these, okay? So I chose the downtown area as my first one, okay? So you can see as I did that there. All right, and as I went, I checked it off, okay? So if you do one of these, whatever 4 you choose, if you do one of them today, it will, or one of them a day, it won't be overwhelming, okay? And again, make sure you color yours. I just wasn't there yet, okay? And with that being said, you have until next Wednesday morning to have 4 of those pages complete. You can choose any 4 you would like, okay? And I'm giving you about a week to do them because it does take some time, and I want you to be as detailed as possible, and I want you to really spend some time being creative, okay? So if you just focus on 1 a day, you should be good to go, right? I also put in the assignments. There is 4 possible ways you can turn this into me. The first one is what I put on the assignment. You can attach an image to the actual Google Classroom assignment. I put a video of how you could do that, how to take a picture with your Chromebook and then attach it to the assignment. So that's the first way you could do it. You could just attach it to the classroom assignment. The second way is you can come to the Zoom meeting at 12:30 each day and share your sections. That's honestly what we would like you to do because we want to see the good work and the progress that you're making. So at 12:30 every day, you can come and show your section, show the color, show the details that you put, and that's a way you can get credit as well. The third way is if you want to take a picture and email it to me, email me a picture of your section for the day, that is fine. Or the fourth one is if your parent wants to send me a picture through Remind of your section, that will work as well, okay? So I wanna give you multiple ways that you could turn this in, okay? Because this is kind of where your creativity comes into play, and I really wanna be able for you guys to share that with one another, okay? And like I said, you do have until next Wednesday to complete these 4 sections. So Miss Smith and I will be on at 12:30 today to kind of explain further, or if you are working on this and you have questions, okay? But be creative, have some fun with it, and I'll see you guys later.